from scratch العربية من الصفر. Presented to you by Munaz Dam. Episode number 4. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome to Arabic from Scratch. I'm Munaz Dam, English and Arabic tutor on italki.com. For more information about italki or me, please visit www.italki.com or any of the links in the description below. Please note that this series is in sequence, so if you just got in here and you have no idea about Arabic, please watch the previous episode before watching this one.
In this episode, we're going to learn how we're going to write letters with trailing tails. A trail is like a turn in the road, something like that. Something like that. Something like that as well. So that's a trail. So usually we have these letters that ends in trail, tail, which is Jim, Ha, Khaa, Ayn, and Ghayn. And then we're going to learn how we're going to write this group today. To start off by the first letter in this group, the letters with trailing tails, which is letter Jim. Okay, so here's my trail. So belongs to that group. So this is the main form of the Jim: initial, middle, and final. Alright, so please note that, look at this one, you'll find that small part of it is above the line, and the rest, the tail of the big C, is all, most of it below the line. So I'm going to write this letter. Now I start with something I call the eyebrow, or just a little bit of a curve. You start above the line with a little bit. Here you go. And then you start making a C, or a trail, like that, below the line. And then don't forget your dot in the middle. Here you go. So one more time. Eyebrow, and then a big C, or a trail. Just like that. And then a dot. One more time. Eyebrow, big C. Okay, it will be better off that way if you just, take it on 2 steps, but don't lift up your pen between these 2 steps. Okay, so initial. How am I going to write the initial one? Actually, I just do the eyebrow thing, and then there's no trail. There's no trail in the initial. I just the dash. I just write the dash. So here we go. And then a dash, and then a dot. This is the Jim in the initial form. One more time. Jim in the initial form. So I have my eyebrow there. And then a big dash, or go over the line. So that's the Jim in initial form. Now in the middle, just give it a dash or a right arm, so it can connect to the previous letter. But please note, in this form, see in this part, you see anything different? Yeah, it's like the Jim is a little bit lifted up, it's a kind of up. Okay, so how we're going to write that? We're going to do a dash, and then lift it quite up a little bit, and then write the Jim. That's the simplest form. You can write a Jim in the middle format. The simplest form, you can write a Jim in the middle. And so here we go. One more time. Do my dash. And then the Jim. That's a perfect one. Again, look in here. My Jim isn't connected directly like this one to the dash. It's a bit lifted up. It's up. So one more time. You're going to need to practice that, but I'm sure you're going to make it. Here my dash, and it has like a clef. It's going up. Not so far though. And then my Gym. Okay, that could be a way to practice it. I just tried to do it on like as one time. Just don't separate like this. So I'm giving a dash, and then that's my Gym. And this part here, it's like going like this, like it's going like this. Okay, so let's try it one last time. Now you're gonna do your best to practice that, and then you're gonna make it. Just make sure you lift it up a little bit, and this second part in here is not directly going down. No, it's not a line, it's a curve, so try to make it going down slowly like this. Okay, now let's see the final form, which is quite easier, a lot easier actually, because it's like the main form. I just take a look in here first. This one. Okay, now how I'm going to write this one? I'm gonna give it a dash, lift it up a little bit. Just do it as one time, don't separate. And then the Gym. What I meant by doing it as one time, which is the kind of a cliff. So you write it like that, you don't separate it. And then the Gym. Okay? So if I write the word Taj, can you tell me what form is this? That's the main form. It's not connected or anything. And we're going to take a double practice on that at the end of the this writing course. But let's take a look at the word Hajj. So pilgrim. Okay. Can you tell me what form is that? That's the final form. See how I connected the Gym to the hat? Right, so I'm gonna write it one last time. The Gym in the final form. My dash is going up a little bit, and then here's my Gym. So that's for the Gym. Now the hat and the Khaa is quite similar, but can you guess the difference? Right, we're going to know the difference. But the difference mainly is in the dots. It's the same form, it's the trail, it's the same eyebrow, but just the dots. Now let's see. Okay, so this is the hat in the main form. Hat. Hat initial, middle, and final. Hat, and it's not like it's in here. Het, I pronounce it like hat. No, hat, like you're a snake. We discussed that in the pronunciation video. So in here I'm going to write it just the same thing. But did you notice something? Here it's quite poor. It doesn't have any dots, so I don't care about that. I just don't put dots. So here's my eyebrow, and then here is the trail. One more time. That's my hat. So that's the hat. Now let's see the initial. I'll write it in here. That's hat in the initial form. The eyebrow and going over the line. Now the final, oh sorry, the middle, yeah, I skipped one. So that's the hat in the middle. Don't forget the clef, don't forget that this part is going up. There's no dots, and keep that straight. Keep that part straight. So I'm going to write it one more time. Just like that. So that's the hat. And then the final form, a dash, going up a little bit, and then the main form. Okay, so that's it for the hat. Just I'm gonna write all of them together. Initial, middle, and final. Here you go. Okay, so practice that hat. Now let's take a look at the Khaa, which is very, very similar. Now this letter is Khaa. Khaa, that's quite a strong letter. Now take a look at the main form. Do you notice any difference? Exactly, there is one dot on the top of that thing, so that's Khaa. This is the main form, initial, middle, and final. Okay, now let's see, it's exactly the same, just the dot on the top. So eyebrow, a trail, and then do I put the dot in here? No, I don't put a dot in here. I put the dot on the top. So one more time, just don't get mixed up. This is Khaa. Khaa. Okay, initial, you could put it like that, and you could make it like that. Depends. So here's the Khaa. That's Khaa. Now the middle. One more time. Just practice hard on the middle one. And then the final. Okay. Now all of them together. And that's for the Khaa. Couple is very similar. Again, Ayn and Ghayn. But this one is Ayn. This one. Ayn. Okay. This is the main form of the Ayn. Okay. Initial, middle, and final. While you're practicing your writing, try so hard to pronounce the letters, especially the letter Ayn. Ayn. Because it, you need to stress on that sound a lot, and you need to practice that also a lot. So now let's see how I'm going to write the letter Ayn. Oops. Okay. It has a trail also in here, right? And there is something I'm going to do, like a small C. So here's my small C, and here's the trail. Very easy. And one more time. Here's my small C, and here's the trail. One more time. Here's my small C, and here's the trail, or the big C. So small C, big C. Okay. Now the initial, I just give it a dash. So just like that. Usually, take a look in here. Starts above the line. So like you're going up, and then you're getting back to the line. So here's my small C, and then like that. Okay. Now in the middle and the final, in the end, it looks quite different. How is that? See in here? It's not open. It's not a C. No, it's a different shape. And then the final as well. Okay. So let's see how I'm going to write that. Easy. I'm going to start by a dash, going up, Again, curve. Getting back. It's like a tie. It's something like that. It's like a tie. So that's Ain. Okay, one more time. A dash, going up, making a curve, and going down, getting back to the line. So that's 9. Just one last time. Here you go. Practice that. And then I have the final form, which is a dash, and that thing I do again. That thing over there, I do again. So the middle and the final is quite similar. Like, see that part is exactly like what I'm going to do at the end. I'm going up, curve, making a tail, or making a trail. Here you go. So how did I do that? Just one last time. Going up, making curve, getting back, and making the trail. In this part, I don't separate it. I just connect usually my tie to the trail. See how I connect it? I don't separate. So now let's see how I'm going to write all of them together. No dots on the Ain, huh? Okay. Okay, all of them together. And that's Ghayn. The Ghayn is exactly the same, but the difference is in the dot, as usual. Ghayn. Ghayn. Okay, that's the main form, initial, middle, and final. Now exactly the same, just that I have one cute dot on the top. Okay. Small c, big C or a trail, a dot on the top, small c, big C or a trail, dot on the top. Now let's write the initial. It's going a little bit too far, that one, like to kind of climb a ladder or something. So here one. So small c, just make a normal dash, but just lift it up a little bit. Okay. Now in the middle form, a dash, and then I make kind of a tie, and then I get back to the main line. Here you go. That's Ain. That's a Ghayn in the middle. Don't forget the dots. Now the final form. I make my tie. I connect it to a trail, and then a dot. Here we go. Now I'm going to try all of them together. Dot, dot, dot. So that's the Ghayn in the 3 forms. And that's all of our letters that ends with a trailing tail.
That's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on itakai.com or post them on the comments section below. If you are looking for private tutoring, pay us a visit at itakai.com. Also, if you like this video or other videos, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave us a comment. Stay tuned for the next episode. Assalamu alaikum.